What if a single family had quietly controlled the voice of American journalism for over a century, shaping public opinion, influencing politics, and amassing incredible wealth along the way? Today, we're diving into the lives of the Sulzberger family, the secretive billionaires behind the New York Times. So, guys, quickly join our YouTube channel. Adolph Ochs and the Birth of a Media Dynasty. The Sulzberger family's connection to the New York Times dates back to Adolph Simon Ochs, a young entrepreneur from Ohio. Born in 1858 to German Jewish immigrants, Ochs had a humble start. As a child, he worked as a newspaper delivery boy, a far cry from the towering figure he would later become in the media industry. His deep fascination with newspapers eventually led him to purchase a controlling interest in the Chattanooga Times at the age of 19. However, Ochs's most pivotal move came in 1896 when he borrowed $75,000 to buy the New York Times, then a struggling publication facing stiff competition in the crowded New York City media landscape. With a focus on journalistic integrity and objectivity, Ochs transformed the newspaper. He introduced the now iconic motto, "All the news that's fit to print," and drastically reduced the paper's price, which broadened its appeal. Under his leadership, the New York Times went from near bankruptcy to becoming the authoritative voice of American journalism, paving the way for the Sulzberger family's future dominance. Enter the Sulzbergers. Adolph Ochs's marriage to Effie Wise, daughter of a prominent rabbi, produced a single heir, Iphigenie Ochs. When she married Arthur Hayes Sulzberger, the Sulzberger name officially became intertwined with the New York Times. After Ochs's death in 1935, Arthur Hayes Sulzberger took over as publisher of the paper, ensuring that the family's control remained intact. The Sulzbergers would hold on to this reign of influence through careful succession planning and a relentless focus on the editorial integrity of the newspaper. Each generation of Sulzbergers since then has followed the same path, keeping their roles within the company's highest ranks while maintaining a relatively low profile. They have been known for guarding their privacy, shunning the kind of public attention that other billionaire families, like the Murdochs or Vanderbilts, often attract. The family business. The New York Times Company. Today, the New York Times is not just a newspaper. It's a global media brand with influence far beyond print. The Sulzberger family controls this media empire through a unique class of stock that grants them voting power far in excess of their actual ownership stake. This structure has allowed them to guide the company's direction through both turbulent and prosperous times. Under the leadership of Arthur Ochs Sulzberger Sr., the New York Times expanded its reach. He saw the newspaper through major historical moments, such as the Pentagon Papers and Watergate, which bolstered its reputation for hard-hitting, investigative journalism. In 1992, Arthur Ochs Sulzberger Jr. took over as publisher, becoming the fourth generation of the family to lead the newspaper. His tenure was marked by the transition to digital media, a significant challenge for traditional newspapers. The New York Times embraced the internet, launching nytimes.com in 1996, and later introduced a digital subscription model that would become a major source of revenue. By 2018, Arthur Ochs Sulzberger Jr. handed the baton to his son, Arthur Gregg Sulzberger, ensuring that the family legacy continued into its fifth generation. Today, Arthur G. Sulzberger serves as both chairman of the New York Times Company and publisher of the newspaper, overseeing its operations during a period of rapid change in the media landscape. Wealth, power, and influence. While the New York Times remains at the center of their empire, the Sulzbergers' influence extends far beyond just the newspaper. The family has a long-standing commitment to civic engagement and philanthropy. They have supported cultural institutions, universities, and progressive causes throughout their history, though they prefer to do so behind the scenes, far from the spotlight. Estimates suggest that Arthur Gregg Sulzberger's net worth in 2024 is at least $84 million, primarily tied to his ownership of shares in the New York Times Company. However, this figure likely understates the total family wealth, which includes assets held in trust and other investments. The family has long understood the importance of keeping its fortunes private, allowing them to enjoy billionaire status without the intense scrutiny often faced by others in similar positions. Their secretive nature extends to their private lives as well. The Sulzbergers are known for shunning ostentatious displays of wealth. Despite their immense fortune, the family does not flaunt lavish lifestyles, choosing instead to live in relative modesty. Do you think a single family should have this much control over such a powerful media outlet? Share them in the comment section below. Media in the digital age. In the digital age, the Sulzberger family has faced new challenges in maintaining the relevance and profitability of the New York Times. As traditional newspapers have seen a decline in print subscriptions, the rise of digital content has transformed the business model for media companies. Arthur G. Sulzberger has focused on expanding the New York Times' digital footprint and building an audience far beyond the United States. Under his leadership, the paper has added millions of online subscribers, making it the most subscribed digital newspaper in the world. By 2023, the New York Times boasted 8.83 million digital subscribers, cementing its place as a leader in global journalism. The paper continues to produce investigative reports, in-depth analysis, and multimedia content, ensuring its voice remains influential in shaping public discourse. Despite these challenges, the Sulzbergers have demonstrated an uncanny ability to adapt, staying ahead of the curve in an industry undergoing massive shifts. Their focus on journalistic excellence and innovation has allowed the New York Times to remain not just relevant, but essential in the 21st century, continuing the legacy. As Arthur G. Sulzberger leads the New York Times into the future, the question remains: how long can the family retain control of their prized asset? The digital revolution has disrupted many long-standing media traditions, but the Sulzbergers have proven that they are adept at navigating these waters. Their quiet wealth and immense influence make them one of the most powerful families in media, yet they remain shrouded in mystery, content to let their work speak for itself. The Sulzbergers may be hidden billionaires, but their impact on journalism, democracy, and the world remains undeniable. Could one family's influence be greater than we realize? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden world of the media elite, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video.